you got the concept. Goat farmers don't like to have 3 goats because mostly 1 or 2 dies because it's too much load in the mother. And they don't know why they get that birth. So what I was looking was, what happened actually when I have triplets? So I have since 5 years, all my goats get triplets, and none of them dies. And what's happened is, about a month before they give birth, these goats are already pretty big. The respiration rate of the goat dramatically changes. In what direction? It goes up. Why? Because there is so much space that you can't breathe anymore with the diaphragm properly. No? So they start to breathe apically. Same happened actually with human goats as well. No? They start to breathe very, very, very shallow. What's happened when they breathe shallow and fast? They go hypocapnic. They move it to the left. Now in humans we know when that happens to a mother, she will shift her dissociation curve much closer to the dissociation curve from her kid. Because the fetal dissociation curve is much more on the left side. If that gets critically close, she steals the oxygen the kid normally could easily pick up and keeps it in her circulatory system. And you have a problem with that kid. The same happens with the goat. So in humans we just try to correct it somehow, mostly medically, but you could actually correct it the same like with a goat. It's just so it's work. So what I do is, as soon as I see the respiration rate in my goats goes dramatically up, I check their SpO2. No, the ear. No, I just plant it on the ear. So, and I see, holy, they should be normally by 95, 96. They are now by 90. And then suddenly they go back up to 98. And that shifts for 2 or 3 days, and now suddenly they're perfect. But they breathe even faster. That's when they definitively move into a hypocapnic situation. So now what I have to do is, I have to force them to breathe hypocapnic. So you just get one of your mouse cups you have in the hospital when the flu is out, and you put that over the nose from the goat. And whenever they eat, they never breathe through the mouth, but they have to breathe through the nose. But it's a heck of a resistance. So they really start to... And as they eat the whole day, they do this the whole day, basically. And you see that comes down because they start now to go hypercapnic. And the dissociation curve shifts. And 15 days later or 20 days later, you go in and you see, they're ready. And a half hour or an hour later, you deliver 3 young, small goats. And my neighbor always said he delivers 1 or none, he loses the mother and the other 3 ones. He still smiles when he sees my goat running around with that stupid thing over the nose. But this year he will start to do it too. So the same happens in humans. I can't do that. It's alphabetical reason I can't do this testing. So that's why you need goats. But it works. And then when I put the moxie on that, it confirms what I see. No. So I don't need 20 pregnant goats. Because I need only 2, then I have 6 new ones. My neighbor has 20 pregnant goats and ends up at the end of the year with 6. I have 2 pregnant goats and end up of the year with 6. Can you calculate the food intake? Can you see the delivery and the utilization of money? No wonder he can't make a living with goat farming. I'm actually Ethan.
So we've been at this for about 3 hours.